não podia estar mais orgulhosa, mais feliz de estar com a Stella McCartney. E nós viemos aqui pelo F-Hits para falar da moda nas Olimpíadas. Então a gente está com um ícone da moda inglesa e mundial. Vou fazer algumas perguntas, vamos começar em inglês. Hi Stella, thank you for having us here. So I want to know what's the difference between creating a collection for the Olympics and for your ready-to-wear fashion show. If it's different, is it more pressure? How you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, it couldn't be more different.
It is.
Normally I take about 3 months to work on a show. I worked on this for 3 years. The first thing I have to address and work on is the athletes. Technically it has to be perfect on performance. You know, that's the most important thing that I have to work on. And then the pressure of trying to make them look like a team and feel like one unit of people representing their nation it's huge, you know. And then obviously representing the nation and trying to make
your
them
nation.
Happy. Yeah, my nation, and on top of it, it's where I'm from. So yeah, it's been the biggest challenge, the most exciting and the biggest honor ever for me.
Oh, that's great. And are you a sporty person?
Yeah, I'm quite sporty. You know, it's very interesting working on this. I learned so much more about sport, so much more about Olympics. You know, there's so many rules and regulations. You know, you have to think about sweat marks, you have to think about the technical side of every material. It's like it has a list that's just beyond anything I've ever done before.
And at the same time, it has to be beautiful and
at the same
help
time, you have
them.
to try and make it look good. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you always design clothes that makes women look slim and, you know, have better body. And I always think I look more in shape when I use your clothes. So
cool. Good.
You have that body conscious. Have you always been like this? You create thinking about it, or you just come?
No, I think you know, being a female designer, I have sympathy for the female form. I understand what we go through every day, every morning. You know,
I think this is most important thing.
Yeah.
You know, a female designer, so you understand it.
Yeah, I get it. You know, I have the same issues, the same thoughts, and I think for me, a big part of my design is the emotional side. It's the psychological side. It's interesting work on the Olympics actually because. You know, it really is the first time a fashion designer has ever worked on all 26 disciplines in the actual, for a team like that. And to the different bodies that you find yourself working with, you know, from working from the gymnasts to the swimmers, to the weightlifters, to the rowers, you know, everyone has a very different physique. So that is a whole nother side to working with something like that.
How did the invitation come to design the Olympic uniforms?
I've been working with Adidas for 8 years, so the fact that we had this relationship that had already, you know, was an honest relationship and a long-term relationship in sports, I think it just was the natural thing to do.
So certainly it will come to your next collection, some sport things or more of this.
I always have sport in my collections,
I know.
You know, it's what I love, you know, I love the energy and I love the atmosphere that comes from sportswear. It's a big part of what I do. And it always brings something to my ready-to-wear.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.